Hey friends, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Oleg. Bond, come here. People missed you. People on the YouTubes miss you. Say hi. Okay, are you ready to review the Zelos watch? Let's get started. So today we're going to be reviewing Zelos Blacktip 41. 41 of course refers to the diameter of the watch. Now this watch was provided to us for free and we get to keep it. That's not going to affect the review. In fact, I'm very late with this review. I got this watch back in January. Now it's already March. Some things held me back from reviewing this watch. I already talked about those things in a previous video. I had to do a renovation. I also work a full-time job. So I think better late than never. The unboxing experience for this watch is your standard Zelos stuff. It's always a positive unboxing experience. You have your wooden box, they call it wooden gift box. You also have your leather watch roll. Inside of the leather watch roll, you have your metal warranty card, and then of course you get your watch. Now the watch itself, well, I spent about 2 months with it, so I think I know it pretty well. There are some positives, there are some negatives. Let's get all the boring stuff out of the way. So we have the dimensions of the watch, 41.2 millimeters in diameter, 47.6 millimeters from one lug to another, 20 millimeters lug width, and it's only 12.2 millimeters thick. Here's what it looks like on my 7.5 inches or just under 20 centimeters wrist. This fit, it's okay. I prefer smaller watches, so 41 millimeters, 40 millimeters, 39 millimeters is my sweet spot. However, with this watch specifically, I wish it were a little bit smaller. Now I understand why Zelos made it in this size, because they already have a 39 millimeter watch with Horizons line. They already have a 42 millimeter watch with their Mako series, I think. So they need a watch with 40 millimeters to fill that sweet spot. And now we have this one, Blacktip 41. So why do I complain about this diameter? What's wrong with 41 millimeters? It's more of a personal preference than anything. I think the case looks a little bit bloated. It looks a little awkward because it tapers so much close to the lugs and then it flares out so much on the sides. Kind of looks a little bit awkward to me. And again, it's just a personal preference. For a quick size comparison, here's the watch next to Omega Seamaster. Of course, Omega Seamaster being 41 millimeters, this watch here being 41 millimeters. Between the two watches, I think Omega looks larger. However, it looks more proportionate, so to speak, because of the way the lugs are designed. Zelos here just looks a little bit too inflated. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I wish it was a little bit smaller. 40, maybe even 39 millimeters would be perfect for this watch. The weight of the watch, it's pretty hefty, 158 grams, which is a little bit surprising because usually a watch with this diameter, 41 millimeters, you would think would be a little bit lighter, maybe 145, 140 grams. This one being about 20 grams more. It's not the end of the world. In fact, you probably won't even notice it on your wrist, but it is on the heftier side. 200 meters of water resistance. Of course, the screw down crown at the 3 o'clock position. No crown guards on this one. It's kind of that old school design language. This diver is very reminiscent of 1970s diver watches. Slight dome on the sapphire crystal, AR coating. The viewing angles are excellent. A ceramic bezel. It's a 120 click unidirectional ceramic bezel. The bezel action is pretty good. However, it is misaligned. This is the first Zelos watch that I ever reviewed with some QC issues. Kind of surprising, to be honest, because I reviewed probably 6, 7 of them and all of them were great. No QC issues whatsoever. This one here having misaligned bezel. If I bought this watch, I would certainly be contacting Zelos to make things right. Even though the bezel is misaligned, at least it's easy to turn. It has quite a bit of grip and it has that coin edge finish, so it's easy to turn, easy to grip with wet hands, with diving gloves on. Although I'm not even sure if anybody would take this watch diving over the wetsuit. Speaking of wearing this watch over the wetsuit, you can do it if you wish to, because it has enough of a diver extension. It's not a real diver extension. Basically what we're looking at here is like an easy link system. You pull on the sledge here and you get about an extra link or a link and a half of a length, which is really nice, especially for those hot summer days as your wrist expands or contracts. I really enjoy watches that have this system. Zelos has been working on the system for a while, and I think on this watch here, they perfected it. In fact, the whole bracelet is excellent. It's an H-link bracelet, which basically refers to the shape of these links. Screw-in-place pins, engineered clasp, 2-push release, nice beveling all around this bracelet, and you also have quick release on this bracelet, so changing it for a strap would be a breeze. Now, speaking of a strap, this watch here doesn't come with a strap. included, which is a bit disappointing because Zelos used to include rubber straps and leather straps with their watches in similar price category. Now this watch here comes only on the stainless steel bracelet. Even though the stainless steel bracelet is excellent, I still wish they would include that Tropic rubber strap in the package. That would make this watch a much better deal than it is. Now the price of it is $420, I think, at launch. Now it's $500. In fact, all the color options are sold out except for this specific color option. Surprising to me, I think this is the best looking one out of the bunch, but I guess people don't agree with me. At $500, it's not such a great deal. Yeah, it has the Miyota 9 series movement. This one is being very accurate and it's a high beat movement. But still $500, there's so much competition, especially in this micro brand diver watches space. It's an excellent watch with a little QC issue. On the wrist, it fits pretty well. It hugs the wrist snugly. It has a lot of benefits like great finishes, like drilled lock holes, like quick release. This bracelet is excellent, ceramic bezel, sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, amazing lume. Take a look at this lume, guys. So yeah, quite a few advantages. Also some disadvantages. The size feels a little bit awkward, especially for me for some reason. I also don't think it's very legible in terms of reading this bezel. The bezel is beautiful, ceramic insert, but in certain lighting conditions you almost can't read it. So it's more of a beauty or looks over function with this watch. And of course it is misaligned. So those are the pros and the cons. You make up your mind, and seems like a lot of you guys already made up your mind since the watch is sold out in all available color variations except for one. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the design of this watch, because I do quite like it. Besides the awkward case shape, everything else about it, the color variation, the gradient on the dial, the strong bold indices, the strong bold set of hands, the date placement at the 6 o'clock position, all of that really works for this watch. And it's all original, which is very difficult to do. It's very difficult to design a unique looking diver watch in 2021, yet still have the same brand identity as other Zelos watches. So I really gotta applaud them for the design of this watch. Even though it's not necessarily my cup of tea, it still looks great, and I think a lot of people do really like these watches. That's it for this review. Thanks for watching till the end. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this Zelos Blacktip 41. And subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss new videos in the future. We have some great content coming your way. I'm still catching up on the reviews. By the way, today on my wrist, I'm wearing my Hamilton Automatic Khaki Air Race. Excellent pilot's watch. I did a full review of this watch. It's actually a pilot on a budget. If you're curious to see that review, that will be linked in the description below. Also in the description below, there are a couple of other links. There's a secret link. There is a link to bondnatostraps.com. So check them out if you're interested. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you guys next time.